Not Glibber, hi friends, Darth Momo here. 3 years ago today, Obi-Wan Kenobi aired. I recently got a chance to finally pick up my copy of the Blu-ray Steelbook for the series, and I got to sit down and watch it all in one go. I've only seen one or two of the episodes a second time. I watched all of them in 2022, weekly, and then maybe one or two as a rerun with my girlfriend at the time or something like that. But I haven't touched these in years, and I watched them all individually. So when I got this, I finally decided, you know what, I'm going to sit down and watch it all together, because I've heard people say it feels like a stretched out movie. And yeah, I could see where they were coming from, but I wanted to personally see what I thought. How has Obi-Wan Kenobi aged over the last few years? I did a review in mid-2023 of the show, but, thoughts change over time. So Obi-Wan Kenobi. I gotta say, overall, it's not a show I'm a big fan of. It's got issues. I think mainly with the way that it connects to the larger Star Wars canon. As far as mainly just episodes 3 and 4, I really don't like the idea of them, Obi-Wan and Vader, fighting again between the trilogies. I think Obi-Wan running in with Leia before A New Hope kind of muffles some things. And of course, there's some writing problems that I'm not the biggest fan of, but I gotta say, watching it in one go, back to back, it flows a lot better, and it makes me almost kind of wish that they did just kind of make it a movie. It could have been a Disney Plus movie. It didn't have to go out in theaters, but I think it probably would have worked better as that. I don't think Obi-Wan Kenobi has aged too well. I think, if anything, what makes it age not so horribly is its connections to the prequels, bringing Hayden and Ewan back. I think their performances were solid. And I think it's just, it's a fun time with Ewan McGregor and Vader. And I gotta say, too, for longtime Star Wars fans, it might have caused issues with the way it kind of ruffles some of the feathers of the canon with A New Hope. But for, new time fans or 20 years down the road, I don't think they're going to have those issues. I think a lot of it will just be maybe some of the writing, directing issues, like the chase scene that everybody makes fun of, or maybe the fact that episode 4 was basically just a Fallen Order fan fiction. But overall, Kenobi is, I think, just, it's something that, again, could have been so much better, and it should have been so much better. But I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I don't dislike it as much as I used to, because, just watching this isolated as its own thing, I do think it's fun. And I do think it also works as just like a fun little bridge between the trilogies. If you're just sticking with movies only, I think it's a fun little bridge between the trilogies. And like I said, I think that casual audience members and newer fans down the road won't have as many issues with the wider connections to the canon as maybe the already fans do. But all in all, Kenobi, it's a mixed bag. I don't really have too much to say. I don't think the show is going to age that bad over the next few years, but I don't think it's going to age like fine wine like the prequels may have. It definitely won't age like the sequels. I think it'll age better than that. But that's it. Just some loose scattered thoughts on Kenobi 3 years later. Let me know your thoughts on Kenobi. Did you like it? Did you not like it? How do you feel about it now? Do you want a season 2? I pray to God they don't do a season 2. They even called it the complete series on the Blu-ray, so let's keep it that. Otherwise, thank you guys for joining in. Darth Momo out, and may the Force be with you. Always. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, comment down below and hit that like button. Oh, and check out some of my other videos. I'm sure you'll find them in the light.